Willie D Live.
Yeah, the guy that you're seeing on the screen right now, fam, to the right is Robert Lee Davis. He is the uncivilized mutt who murdered Deputy Jesus Vargas. Now, you were saying that you felt a great debt of gratitude for uh, Officer Vargas because he literally saved your life. He went out on a manhunt. He took it personal. Uh, Go back and tell the story of how you first met Officer Vargas.
Well, first of all, man, after being life flighted, man, and losing pints of blood, and man, it's by the grace of God that I was here, man. The first face I see in the ER, hooked up to machines, even before I saw my family members, was the officers, man. And he leaned over me, man, me barely opened my eyes, and he said, "Trooper, it's gonna be okay." And then I kind of gave him the thumbs up, and he said, "Listen to me, man. If I don't do nothing else, we gonna get it. We gonna catch him." You know what I'm saying? Then after that, man, I spoken to him a couple of times after that, man, as well. Real good guy, man. Later involvement, man. I got a chance to go to his funeral, man, and hugged his mom and thanked his mother, man, for raising a pure, bona fide angel, man. Because what that guy did was beyond measurement. He stopped. I mean, he got rid of a real demon off the street, man. So on behalf, of my family to his family, man, I'm forever grateful.
Let's go back to the very beginning. How did you first encounter the shooter, Robert Lee Davis?
Well, let's go back, man. On some things, man. The truck was given to him on a work order. He was so-called to be
your truck.
My a Suburban. My Suburban was supposed to have been fixed by him by the brakes, man. And as opposed to, I didn't know him. I never seen him. It was given to him by another family member of mine, and they said that, hey, you know what? My brother's ex, he has 4 children by the assailant wife at the time, and at this time, man, she had convinced another family member of mine that, hey, you know what? Let him do the brakes. Now, it was my understanding this low life man just decided to never bring the truck back, man. I never met him. I just heard, hey, what kind of job he was supposed to be doing. And then after that, he never showed up. I guess him and her had some words, man. And then he just burnt off with the truck, man, and took the rims. I mean, stripped it down to nothing, man, the radio. But here's my encounter with him. I didn't know who stole it. I never seen the guy. I wouldn't know him from a left shoe. Here it is. I met Galveston County Police Department. I said, hey, listen, my truck's been stolen. Gave them the license number, the VIN number, what have you. Fast forward, they said, do you have any idea where it was stolen? I said, all I know is it was stolen in Galveston County, and that's all I knew. 6 months later, they called me and found the truck in Pasadena. I'm like, Pasadena? So when I met the officer, we arrived at the Pasadena pound yard. We go in the truck, he starts his investigation, and that's when he found Robert Lee Davis information. I'm like, oh. He said, do you know him? At this point, I still didn't know who Robert Davis was. Nobody told me. And he simply asked me, okay, well, listen, man, I found the truck from another Hispanic guy. It was later found out that he sold the truck. After he stripped it down, he sold it. They even found the bill of sale in the truck with his, what an idiot. He left the bill of sale in the truck with his name on it. Make a long story short, Will, man, and the cop simply asked me to say, man, you know what? I think we have enough to press charges on this Robert Lee Davis guy. I said, hey, if you catch me, press full charge. I mean, I had children's clothes, man, firearms and everything, in my Suburban. Next thing you know, another forward 6 months came. I managed to get the truck back. I was actually using the truck to take my son to school. And I'm thinking, all right, well, when they found him, they found him. Fast forward October 9th, man. My son, he's a up and coming football star. He's a senior. He got several offers, man, to several colleges. He attended Iowa Colony High School. Simple practice, simple Wednesday. After school, it's 5 p.m. at the 7-Eleven in Iowa Colony. Nice neighborhood, half $500,000 homes everywhere, something like that. You expect never happened. He goes, Dad, I'm thirsty. Can I get a Gatorade? I said, yeah, man. Come on, let's stop. So, we walk around in the store. I get a Gatorade. I give him some money to pay for it. I say, well, I'll meet you in the car. On the way out the store, I see my brother's baby mama. Mm-hmm. I said, I was happy to see her. I hadn't seen her in 2-3 years. I said, hey, Sarah. She immediately, man, turned around, didn't even speak, turned to a guy that I've never seen before and goes, hey, that's him. As if, hey, man, that's the guy who pressed charges on you. Because later on, I found out that the cops said, hey, you know what? This is grand theft auto, man. Like, you can say it how you want to, but this is theft. This is theft. I'm like, all right, cool. At the time, I didn't even know who she was talking to. Had she not said nothing and said, hey, that's him, I would have walked right by the guy. I would have spoke to her, walked right by the guy, and then my son got in the car and left and went home.
Did you hear her say that's him?
Literally, I faced her. I said, hey, Sierra. She didn't speak. And I saw a bucket of eyes like, wow, that's him. She turned around and told the guy that was behind her. Now, mind you, it dawned on me, man, like, who's she talking to? She turns around and says, hey, that's him. That's Corey's brother. R.I.P., man. My brother died in a car accident 2 years ago. So I hadn't seen, the kids, probably because she remarried or what have you. So I was happy to see her. So I spoke to her as like an ex-brother-in-law would do. She turns around, didn't speak. She goes, that's Corey's brother. It's him. Now, mind you,
at this point, you still don't know that this is the guy that stole your truck.
Yeah, I've never seen him.
Charges on.
Right. And all I hear her say, oh, yeah. And then as I made it on the outside of the door, he backed up out the door. And he goes, oh, yeah, that's him. Cocked it. Here I am looking down in the barrel of a gun. I said, whoa. I said, hey. So then she slid on out behind me. So here it is. Now notice, I know Junior behind me. He's coming out the store with the Gatorade. So I put my back to the door so nobody could exit or enter the door. So I'm blocking both doors.
Junior is your son.
Junior is my son.
Your 17-year-old son.
17-year-old son. I mean, just from practice. Later on, the store is full of other students, coaches, classmates. It's full. Like it's 5 o'clock. Rush hour traffic. Next thing you know, Will, man, I'm like, hey, man, listen, I don't know what's going on. I'm like, Sierra, what's going on? I say, y'all gonna shoot me in front of the store. I still don't know who this guy is. I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, that's what we doing? I said, man, my son right here, man. I said, y'all gonna kill me in front of the store? Man, she looks at me and say, and I say, whoa. I say, wait a minute, man. And here it is. It dawned on me. Say, man, this gotta be who stole my truck. It gotta be, because I heard that she recommended a friend of hers or somebody she knew that could do the brakes. But I still hadn't met him. I never seen him or nothing. Didn't know him. So it dawned on me once I figured out, I'm like, say, man, this gotta be this low-life cat, man, that stole my truck. So I was like, oh, I literally said, oh, okay. You the guy that took my truck, huh? I said, listen, man, for whatever reason, man, here it is. I go into survival mode. I said, hey, brother, I got the truck back. It was stripped down, man. It wasn't in your possession. I got it from a Hispanic. He goes, man, fuck that truck. I say, hey, man, whatever it is, man, you got it, man. But hey, I say, man, the sun right here, man, but it ain't got to go down like this. I say, it is what it is, man. Hey, it is what it is. I say, but Sierra, man, like, you know what it is. Like, you know what happened. I said, man, you know what? Hey, y'all can have it. Knowing Junior behind me, this guy here didn't budge. The bear, everything's on tape, man. Like, you know, hey, it's going to come out. Next thing you know, Will, I turn around to open the door. And mind you, the level, the street level of the store is never the same level of the actual street level. So he steps off the curve and he decides to, you know what? I got to kill him. He tried to shoot me in the back. You know what I'm saying? But God navigated the circumstances, man. And I'm alive today, man. Listen, we all see that he was a bona fide killer. I mean, he killed the officer. He shot the K9 dog. And from my understanding, man, he had a track record long, a mile long.
Yeah, I heard he had a rape case also.
Yeah, man. Back in '86, man, he was, you know, he had a sexual assault on a minor, man, and all type of stuff, man. Recently and before, man. So he was a low life scum, man. So make a long story short, I turn around, call Junior, like, Dad, are you okay? Next thing you know, man, I hear him come out. Boom, boom. Oh, so I yell, he shot me. Next thing you know, I hear her say, come on, I'm driving. Now listen, man, mind you, man, this is not just another street person, man. This is, man, hey, man, my ex-sister-in-law is well educated, genius, man. She went to Tuskegee University. She was a middle school teacher, Will. Threw her life away, riding with, I mean, how you marry somebody and you don't know where you got it from. Man, she must have got it from inmatedate.com or something, man. I don't know where you get this guy from, knowing that he had a record, but she knows that he came straight from prison, married him from prison, housed him. I guess she was just happy to have somebody, man. I don't know what kind of.
You know, it sounds like to me, for those of you who don't know, this is a picture of the shooter. This is the guy, Robert Lee Davis, who killed Officer Jesus Vargas last week. And that's his woman, who was his accomplice, and your former sister-in-law, right? Was she with your brother when he died? Like in the car?
No, man. She had already remarried, man. You know, they had already split their ways, man. But my brother has 2 daughters and 2 sets, a set of twin boys by this woman. He has no kids by her. So apparently, man, it must have been some type of animosity, man. You know, my brother was already having, from my understanding, he was already having problems, man, trying to see his children with this guy, man. And you know, my brother was a no-nonsense type cat, man. You talking about hey, he gonna give you the business, man. So, you know, several times he headed out with her about trying to see his kids, man. I mean, he loved his daughters, man. Loved his twin boys. But at the same time, it was some bad blood there, obviously, because anytime you're trying to make it work with another man, but you got another man as headstrong as my brother was, it's going to be some conflict. I don't know in detail what happened, man, but it wasn't pretty. All I know. Now, watch this. I remember saying, he said, man, that's Corey, brother. So what I said was, I said, yeah, man, but my brother been dead for 2 years. Like, what that mean? Naturally, still got the gun in my face. So I don't know whether he was like, you know what? If I can't get your brother, man, I'm going to kill him. Or whether he thought, hey, man, I don't know what's going on, but all I'm saying is, hey, man, I ain't got no dog in that fight. Hey, brother, I got my truck back. I don't know what's going on. So I don't know what kind of picture she painted of me. But I'm like, listen, Will, first of all, I'm a man of God. Second of all, I'm still a man. But my motto is, listen, if you can't get along with me, then I'll do something wrong with you, brother, because I don't want no. I got a future. I got 3 daughters. You know, and that's why I felt for Officer Vargas, man. Later on, I felt that he had 3 daughters as well. All of them at the funeral, man, young, beautiful. I'm like, man, ain't no way this scum gonna take this man's life. I said, but you know what? God is good, because that easily could have been me.